What if I told you that pretty much everything you think you know about something as simple as a blood clot is wrong? What if I told you that deep inside your own veins, there's an ancient, brutal war being fought every single day? A war we are only just beginning to understand. Let's get into it, because the truth is a biological secret that's been hiding in plain sight this whole time.
Our story really kicks off with a massive global medical mystery. When COVID-19 first appeared, doctors were completely baffled. I mean, it was a respiratory virus, right? It attacked the lungs. But patients were dying from these huge, deadly blood clots that were showing up seemingly out of nowhere. It just didn't add up. Why would a lung infection cause this full-blown crisis in the bloodstream?
And the numbers were just staggering. Get this, a major analysis found that a shocking 17%, that's nearly 1 in 5 of all hospitalized COVID-19 patients, developed a dangerous blood clot. This wasn't some rare, freak side effect. It was a central feature of the disease. The question was, why?
And the mystery only got deeper when autopsies started revealing what was really going on. Tiny little microclots. They weren't just in one place. They were everywhere, clogging up the most vital organs in the body. The lungs, the heart, the kidneys, even the brain and liver. This was a system-wide attack, and figuring it out became absolutely critical.
And the answer, as it turns out, is completely mind-blowing. It doesn't just solve the COVID puzzle. It forces us to completely rip up and rewrite the textbooks on how our immune system even works. It changes everything.
You know, ever since you were a kid, you've been told a really simple story. You get a cut, you bleed, and then a clot forms a little scab to plug the hole. It's just a simple, passive patch, right? That's the story we all learn.
And if you open any biology textbook, that's basically the definition you'll find for hemostasis. It's your body's emergency repair kit. Its main job is to stop you from bleeding out when there's an injury. And don't get me wrong, that's a super important job.
But what if that's just its side hustle? What if the real, the ancient, the primary job of a blood clot has nothing to do with patching wounds, but has everything to do with waging war?
Because here is the stunning truth. A blood clot isn't just a patch. It's a cage. It's a weapon. This is a revolutionary new concept called immunothrombosis. It's the idea that your immune system deliberately creates blood clots to physically trap invaders, like viruses and bacteria, to stop them in their tracks and mark them for destruction. It is an active, aggressive, military-style defense.
Okay, so if your body is building these incredible defensive cages, who are the soldiers on the ground actually doing the construction? Well, the answer is probably not who you'd expect.
Meet the neutrophils. These guys are the most common type of white blood cell in your body. They are the absolute first responders of your immune system. When any alarm goes off, they are the first on the scene, and they come armed with a truly shocking secret weapon.
And this is where things get really wild. To trap an invader, a neutrophil can literally commit suicide by exploding. It spews out a sticky, deadly web made of its very own DNA. These are called neutrophil extracellular traps, or nets for short. Seriously, think about that. It's like they're throwing out DNA spider webs to tangle up germs. Now, these DNA traps are incredible. They don't just physically cage the bad guys. They also act as the perfect scaffolding, like a blueprint for a blood clot to form right on top of them. They also send out signals to activate platelets, calling in reinforcements, and they kick off this powerful feedback loop that basically screams, we need more clotting and more inflammation right here, right now.
Okay, but that raises a huge question. For decades, scientists saw the immune system and the clotting system as two totally separate departments in the body. They weren't supposed to interact like this. So how on earth are they coordinating this incredibly sophisticated operation? How are they talking to each other?
Well, on the immune side, you've got a critical communication network called the complement system. The easiest way to think of it is as your body's molecular tripwire alarm. It's this whole cascade of proteins that, once it gets tripped by a pathogen, immediately tags the invader for death and sends out alarm signals to rally the troops.
And then on the clotting team, you've got the master builder. It's a molecule called thrombin. Its main job is to take another protein, fibrinogen, and convert it into fibrin. Those are the sticky, mesh-like fibers that actually form the structure of a blood clot.
So you've got the immune alarm system, and you've got the clot building system. The idea that these two are secretly passing notes to each other was revolutionary. But here's the thing, it's not just a theory anymore. Scientists have actually caught them in the act.
And here is the smoking gun.
This isn't a coincidence. Scientists proved that the master clotting molecule, thrombin, can directly ring the immune system's alarm bell. And, going the other way, an immune signal can order the body to start clotting. It's a direct, two-way communication line that was hiding in our biology the entire time. Clotting sounds the immune alarm, and the immune system commands more clotting to begin. It's a loop.
Now, this ancient defense system is unbelievably good at handling a local threat, like a small infection in one spot, but when a massive system-wide threat shows up, like a severe virus that's flooding your entire body, this powerful system can spiral completely out of control and turn on us with devastating force.
And this brings us right back to the COVID-19 mystery. Here's the tale of two responses. In a normal, healthy response, you get a controlled, localized clot that traps the enemy, and then everything resets. But with a severe virus, the alarm bells are ringing everywhere at once. The whole system goes into overdrive, creating what scientists now call an immunothrombotic storm, a raging blizzard of tiny clots and inflammation that sweeps through your entire body.
And the consequences of that storm are catastrophic. Thousands of those little microclots clog up the tiny blood vessels in our most critical organs, literally starving them of oxygen. We now know this is a key reason for organ failure in both severe COVID-19 and sepsis. And, incredibly, researchers are now finding evidence that this exact same runaway process might be involved in the brain inflammation we see in diseases like multiple sclerosis and even Alzheimer's.
But here is the incredible part. Uncovering this hidden link, this secret war, isn't just a fascinating piece of biology. It is an absolute, undeniable game changer for the future of medicine.
This knowledge opens up a whole new arsenal of potential treatments. Instead of just using blunt tools like old-school blood thinners, we can now think about creating incredibly specific therapies. Imagine drugs that can gently calm down that tripwire alarm, or therapies that can safely disarm those DNA traps before they cause a massive pileup. We could even develop treatments that specifically block that haywire crosstalk between the two systems.
It represents a complete paradigm shift. As the thinking goes now, instead of just chasing and treating the symptom, which is the clot, we can finally go after the root cause, the out-of-control immune signal that started the fire in the first place.
It just makes you wonder, doesn't it? This whole incredibly sophisticated defense system was operating inside every single one of us this whole time, completely misunderstood. It really begs the question, what other ancient, powerful secrets are our own bodies still hiding from us, right there in plain sight?